So tonight we are going to be looking at something very interesting. Tonight we are going to be looking at something very interesting, which is simply how to think like a trader. Your mindset as a trader, your psychology as a trader, your sane mind as a trader. Everything is what we are going to be looking at tonight. And this session is for you, even if you are a beginner or maybe you are a mid-level trader who's just making profits once in a while, but at least you are doing well averagely, or maybe you are an expert and profitable cryptocurrency trader. So this class is for everyone, is for every level of traders that we have out there. Yeah, so it's the reason why you all are here tonight. It's the reason why you all are having this very interesting session here tonight. So tonight we are not going to be looking at technical analysis, not even fundamental analysis, but tonight we are going to be looking at psychology, the psychological aspect of trading, and we are going to be looking at how to think like a successful trader. There's this very popular saying that if you want to be successful at a particular field, you must copy whatever the successful people do. So that is what we are going to be looking at tonight. We are going to be looking at how these people think that makes them have a profitable and successful cryptocurrency journey. So I'm going to be sharing you guys my screen so that you can see what's up, so that you can see whatever it is I'm doing here. This is for the sake of you also screenshotting whatever we are doing and also saving it for later. And you can as well get yourself a pen and a jotter so that you can as well listen up and then assimilate easily. Yeah, so let's get it on. Sharing my screen with you guys right now. Yeah, so how to think like a successful trader. This is a very, very important topic, which I want you all to listen to very, very carefully as I'm explaining this process and procedures to you all. So it's very, very important. It's very, very important. Yeah, how to think like successful traders. Like, how exactly do successful traders think? Like, what is that thing? What is that secret ingredient that makes them actually very, very successful? And a lot of people will think that, okay, it is based on technical analysis. When you say technical analyst, a guru in technical analysis say, that guy, he knows how to analyze. Oh, he's so good. He's so good with his trade. His trades are short. His trades are fire. Well, sorry to inform you that all these things are not just based on technical analysis. If you see a technical analyst that doesn't know certain things in mindset, that doesn't know certain things in psychology, that doesn't understand himself, that doesn't know how to study himself, that doesn't know how to control his own emotions, then that person is bound to fail. There's one thing I usually tell people, that you can be the best cryptocurrency analyst and still be a losing trader. It is very, very possible. Well, I know you want to ask me that why, how come, how is it possible for you to be the best trader and then you see later come out, I mean, the best analyst, and then you see later come out with losing trades? It is very, very possible. And it has a lot to do with your mindset, with the way you think, with the way you view the market in general, and the way you view trading in general. In fact, the way you view money in general, it has a lot to do with your psychology. So now, how to think like a successful trader? Yeah, before we proceed, for the sake of those joining, for the sake of those just joining us, my name is Rock, and I'm also a cryptocurrency trader, like most of you guys here. And I'm also a content creator for crypto-based media. And if you head onto our YouTube, you are going to see a lot of videos we have there. Well, recently we hit 1,000 subscribers. A big thank you to you guys for making that happen. As in, the journey wasn't easy at all. Taking that first 1,000 leap is like doing half of the job. So now we'll still continue to give you that consistent content that will make you enjoy crypto-based media even more. Now, that being said, let's quickly move on to what we have. Yeah, three types of traders. Yeah. So for you to understand these things properly, I've broken them down very, very easy for you so that you can easily understand this. Now, we have three kinds of traders. As you can see on my screen, we have a consistent winner, we have boomers and busters, and then we have losers. I wish this particular presentation slide can just give me a drawing tool. No, I don't think I can get a drawing tool here, but all is well. Yeah, so let me just explain everything with you. Um, a consistent winner is a trader or a cryptocurrency trader or a person that wins the market consistently. Not just a one-time winner. There are sometimes when you get a big break after you've been after you've been losing to the markets, and then fortunately you just say that, oh, you've taken one big profit. If you are doing that and you're thinking that you are a profitable trader, I'm sorry to say, no, 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 you are not. You are not profitable until you become consistent at winning, until you become consistent in that profit. Now, it's not like these people, their winning is just up straight and the line is very smooth for them, or they never lose any trades. No, no, no. They also lose trades just like everybody else. Yeah, so they also lose trade just like everyone else. They lose trade like everyone else, but their difference is that losing of trade you see is their edge that went wrong. When we were about to start this meeting, I said you can be the best technical analyst and you still lose trade. It is very, very possible. The fact is that there are some times whereby you've done your analysis, your system is very right, your strategy is very good, but you still end up losing that trade. It is very possible. That is why we call trading a probability. These consistent winners, they have this particular winning strategy that has been going on for years upon years upon years upon years. Like that is the dream, that is the goal of every cryptocurrency trader, right? To leave that 90% of common traders to join the 10% of consistent winning traders, because the real fact is that only 10% of traders are consistent winners. Only 10% are consistent winners. This is the real fact. You can find it anywhere, bet it anywhere. From onset, even the forex markets, the crypto markets, the stock markets, bonds, equity, and all of that, 10% are just consistent winners. The remaining are either boomers and busters or losers. Now, then I'm going to explain everything to you guys. Now, before I even proceed, let me inform you guys that this particular session is inspired by this book, Trading in the Zone, yeah, by Mark Douglas. Trading in the Zone, that is what brings about the topic of this particular session. So, most of the things that I'm going to be referring to will be from this book, and it is going to help you to really understand what exactly we are talking about. So, as I was saying, 10% of traders are the only ones with consistent wins, and then you see their winning curves going upside. In that winning curves going upside, you are also going to see a little bit of drawdowns in it. Those drawdowns you see are the bad days. So those drawdowns you see are the bad days. Those drawdowns you see are the time that they predicted the markets, but something happened, maybe fundamental analysis or something just happened that shifted that market's condition, that the markets later went against them. So things like that happen. It is very, very normal. It's very, very normal. Now, to the second type of traders, these are the boomers and busters, just like the name implies. When everything is booming, booming, you see that kind of trader that is making profit, making profit, making profit. And before you know it, once everything is gone, everything is gone. I'm very, very sure that it has happened to a lot of people listening to me right now. Like, you've been trading, you've been seeing those profits, and before you know it, the market will collect everything back. So your own kind of winning curve, or let me say equity curve, will be like a roller coaster. Whoever has, I don't know, has anyone here ridden a roller coaster before? You know how it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. It's just swinging. It's just swinging and moving up and down. So the fact is that up and down is you making profits, the market's taking its back. You making money, you losing money. You making money, you losing money. Meanwhile, just remember that you have still not left that one position. What is happening is that you are making profits, the market is taking it back. You are making profits, the market is taking it back. I'm very, very sure that a lot of people here have experienced something like that before. In fact, a lot of people here will be in that same current condition. Making profit. It's not like you're not making profit. Fine, you are making profits. You're making that profit. You're happy and all of that. Before you know it, you get lost again. The market will take everything back from you again. So if you're in that kind of category, you are boomers and busters. Now, the last category is the losers. These losers, it's not like they don't have wins, but they win occasionally. Occasionally means once in a while, once in a blue moon. But their losses, oh, constant losses, series of losses. The losses are episode by episode, episode by episode. So I don't know that people here are also might also be in that category, although I don't expect you guys to be in that kind of category if you've been with crypto-based media from day one. Even if you joined us 2 months ago, you are not supposed to be in that kind of category because what we give you are stuff that are going to help you in your trading journey and help you become very, very profitable. Yeah, so these losers they make these constant losses and then they just win once in a while and then they get happy when they win and all of that. But one of the things that affects these people that are boomers and busters that they are just in a roller coaster, and the same kind of people that are losers. One thing that happen is euphoric. Yeah, there's one thing that is called euphoria. Yeah, euphoria is a state of mind of excitement. Yeah, when you're super excited in the market, especially I'm experiencing that one of boomers and busters right now. Boomers and busters, when they are in the market, they get super excited. Why? Because they just won a trade. Now they get super excited. Maybe they win 2 more trades or win 3 more trades. Now they feel like they are the master of the market. That man, I can predict anything. That is when you see them opening signal groups. When you see them opening signal, imagine somebody that just started learning crypto and then is opening signal group after 2, 3 months. Man, it takes months, if not years, to master whatever technical analysis is, whatever crypto trading is. And I'm telling you the fact here. It's not something that you could, okay, master within 2 years. It's more than what is inside your course, honestly. It is more than what is inside your course. It is also more about practicing. It is about trials and failures. It is about blowing your account and recovering. It is about starting again from afresh. It is about that shift in mindset. It is about a lot of things. So when you get too euphoric about the market and then you feel like, oh, you're the master of the market, before you know it, that euphoria, the market is going to collect the money back. Market is going to collect it back. So you just resume into that glide of roller coasters. You boom, you bust the money. Boom, bust. Boom, bust. Boom, bust. It goes on and on like that. But the losers, these ones are just once in a while, once in a blue moon winner. So all these kinds of traders, the boomers and busters and the losers, they are the 90%. And everyone expects that okay, one day they want to become a consistent winner, they want to continue to win. But now, before you now say you want to become a consistent winner and you want to now continue to win, what are the things that you must know? What are the things that successful traders who are already these consistent winners, who are already this part of this 10%, what are they doing that is making them part of this 10%? That is exactly what we are going to be looking at tonight. And the best one we are going to be looking at is consistency. Yeah, consistency. You can see when I was explaining the characteristics of the consistent winners, I made mention that you can see years, they've been winning years, on and on and on and on and on like that. That is how to be a consistent winner. You just need to be consistent about the game. You must think in the long term. There's one of I don't know if you've been following crypto based media's WhatsApp posts. You would have seen one video that Crypto Pastor did recently where he talked about thinking in the long term. That one of the trading mistakes he has done before is not thinking in the long term, thinking in the short term. This also affects a lot of traders because when you think in short term, you feel, oh, let me just take my money fast. Let me just enter this trade, take my money fast. And unfortunately, you see that people that are just there, they just buy coin, they hold the coin, they are now making more money than you that you're spending almost every day on the screen. Yeah, you're spending almost 3-4 hours on the screen. But these people are making more money than you. Do you understand? It's probably because they just want to cash out from the crypto market and just leave the market that way. No, it doesn't work that way. If you are a trader and you are thinking that way, then you are doing it wrongly. You need to think consistently. You need to think in the long term because the game you're actually playing is a long-term game and you are going to definitely make long-term profits if you can put your mind and set your mind and set your attitude and set your behavior to the behavior of a consistent winner. And that is having this mindset of consistency is very, very important. that you're consistent. And how do you stay consistent in the markets? Normally, people blow accounts. Accounts get blown in a day. In fact, in 1 hour, in fact, in 30 minutes, in fact, in 10 minutes, accounts get blown, even lesser than that. Now, people that blow their accounts, it is very, very sure that they are not going to come back to come and trade tomorrow. No, unless they see another money in an external place to put into trading again. Some of them might even go to the village, or some of them might have even given up, saying, this trading, I'm never going to do it again. Do you understand? So these people, what they do, consistent winners, for you to be able to be a consistent winner, you need to know how to use your risk management. We can't stress it enough, because this is actually this risk management that can help you to come back another day. It is what will make you consistent. I mean, consistency means doing it again and again and again and again. Even if you are slow, even if your profits are much, there's something called the power of, is it compilation or accumulation? I can't really remember that term. But compounding, good. Compounding, something called the power of compounding. All those things, those small profits you are seeing, if you keep on doing it and you are consistent about it, trust me, you are going to win. Before you know it, you increase your account size. You start trading with big amounts. And then if you continue to be consistent with that one also, you are still going to win. So that is how the game goes on and on and on like that. Now, another thing you need to know about is probability. Yeah, this is like one of the most talked about subjects when it comes to psychology. And it is very, very important, because that is how to really behave when you are interacting with the market. I call it interacting with the market because, to me, once I open up my chart and when I'm doing my technical analysis and all of that, I believe that the market is talking to me. You see those candlesticks, I believe that they are communicating with me. I'm a communication student. So I believe that these things, they are actually communicating with me. And I know when they tell me long here, I know when they tell me short here, and I know when they tell me, oh, don't do anything, just stay back in the market. And I know where they tell me this is where you should put your stop loss. You understand it now. The market is just like communicating. So for me to be able to trade the markets very well and to interpret whatever the market is telling me very well, after I've done my analysis and everything, I need to still set my mind to the fact that the market is a probability, meaning the market can do and undo. That is it. No, I'm not. If I have a mindset of probability, I know that I'm not going to put my mind on too much on a particular trade. Yeah, I won't have too much expectation. Yeah, that's the word. I won't put too much expectation on a particular trade. Why? Because this trade is a probability. When you are trading the market, actually, don't let me lie to you guys, trade the market is hard. But the fact is that if you have this probabilistic mindset and you have this mindset of saying, okay, you know that you are playing in an uncertain market. We are dealing with uncertainty here. We don't know what is going to happen next. We are just trying to predict. Based on what? Based on working system, based on working strategy, based on what we see on the chart. We are just trying to predict it. And if we predict it, we are right. Very good. Do you understand it now? So that's why we must put it in our mind, at the back of our mind, that this trade is a probability. We saying this trade is a probability is just like you having a coin now. And if you toss a coin, do you know whether it's going to land head or tail? No, you don't know till it lands. Now, once it lands, if it lands head, that means you win the trade. Now, if you toss that coin again, you don't know whether the coin is going to land head or tail again. So, of course, you try to toss it again. If you toss it and it lands tail, what will you do again? You toss it again because you don't know the next possible outcome, but you are just trying your best to analyze the market so that the market is at least going to give you some sure results, so that the market is going to give you something that you think, okay, this one should be right. So you're just trying to do something that you think is right to the market. But you must still keep it at the back of your mind that you must always know that this market is a probability. And you shouldn't put too much expectation. It is when you put too much expectation in the market that when that particular trade enters a loss, you now be blaming yourself. You say, why did I even take that trade? And something was telling me not to take that trade. I shouldn't have taken that trade. You'll be full of regret. And when you're full of regret, you become sad. And when you're already sad, now you start to beat up yourself. You start to get regrets. You start to blame yourself. And that even destroys your mentality more. It even destroys your mindset more. In fact, if you want to enter the market immediately after that kind of regret and all of that, you're automatically doing revenge trading. And whatever you are doing is only emotionally controlled. And there is 90% assurance that you could make another mistake again and again. This is how people blow their accounts, honestly. I have a friend, the guy, he gets angry at the market a lot. And I'm always telling him, guy, just calm down. Calm down. You don't have to rush this market as the market is giving you. Okay, fine, you've lost the trade. You are not the first person to lose a trade. The guy will continue doing it again with the same frustration in his body. He will go on again and again and again and again till he blew all of his accounts. Everything was gone. Everything. Now he has to start again. Do you understand this now? So you must keep it in mind that this game is a long-term game, and for you to play it long-term, you must also know that each of the trade that you are taking is a probability. It is not assured. You are just trying your best to do the technical analysis based on whatever information that is available to you that the market is presenting to you at the particular moment. That is what you are just trying. In fact, it takes only one trader to invalidate your trading idea. That thing you've done on your charts, all those lines, those red, green, blue, all of those lines, everything. You just take one big trader in the world, just one every trader. They'll just they'll just liquidate your position. Honestly, just one big trader. You think you know technical analysis? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead when the manipulation is happening and see whether they will make you lose money. So that is why you must know that this game is a game of probability. So now let's move on to the next one. Yeah, focus. This is also very important. We are in a age now where focusing is very, very hard. To focus, people's attention span is very, very small, is very, very limited. I'm very, very sure that out of everybody that is listening to me now, the people that are listening attentively, they are no more than 10. I can be very, very sure. Somebody else somewhere is already getting notification and already getting distracted. Now, I noticed something recently that it is when, we are always saying that human beings, we forget something, and people will want to always increase their knowledge. They say, I want to make my brain sharp, my brain, and all of that. I want to remember something on time. I want to remember something quickly and all of that. I forget things a lot. Now, let me tell you why you forget things a lot. The function is not with your brain and it's not with your five senses. Now, the five senses that you have, are your sense of taste, smell, hearing, eye, sight, and all of that. Everything are just like a recorder. Do you understand? They're just like a recorder. Like if you take your phone and you click record on your phone, they're just like a recorder on your phone. So for you to now remember whatever it is that you did the last time, it is not the fault of your brain that you didn't remember, and it is not even the fault of your eye that you didn't remember. It's the fault of your focus, your ability to focus. It all depends on that. You need to know if you focus very well and you are living in that particular moment, that whatever you are doing. Right now, I know I'm sitting in front of my laptop and my phone is right here with me, and I know each and everything I'm doing. I know as I'm using my hand to gesticulate and everything, I am paying attention to all of these things, even to my heartbeat, even to my breathing and everything like that. That is how to focus. That is how to focus. And with super focus, you can easily make money in the market. Because when you are focused for that particular time, nothing else is going to distract you. So you will easily see markets as the way it is. You are going to easily see that opportunity in the chart when you are what? When you are super focused, when you are laser focused. That focus is very, very important. And I don't know, a lot of people don't really talk about focus enough. And it's really discouraging. A lot of people don't talk about focus enough because if you look at it, even if you say you are working, maybe you're an artist or something, and then you get distracted by something, trust me that you might never go back to that particular work you're doing ever again. You just procrastinate on it again. Why? Because you see something distracting you. And the agents of distraction these days are our social media that we use. Recently, I deleted my Twitter because of focus. Because of focus. Yeah. So it is very, very important that when you're on your chart, when you're trading, it is also very, very important that you should focus. Put it at the back of your mind that you need to focus. It is very, very hard. It is also very, very hard to focus. I won't lie to you. It's very hard to focus. But what you need to know is that if you want to learn and practice how to focus, it is the more you do it, the more you are going to strengthen that focus. The thing is like a muscle. If you go to the gym now and you don't have that much muscle, if you keep on doing it, you are going to the gym every time, each and every time. Before you know it, those muscles will start developing. It's the same thing as your focus muscles. So if you keep on doing it, I think by just meditating, you can easily focus. Yeah, by just meditating. Meditating is one of those practices that could really help you in focusing. It's one of those practices that could really help you. So meditating, you could just sit down in one place and just easily focus on just one particular thing. Like you could just focus on your breath, or you focus on your heartbeats. Even those ones are enough. So if you could do this, if you can start with 5 minutes without thinking about anything else, you just focus on that and that one only. Now try that same focus on your charts. You will see that you will see opportunities where you've not been seeing it before. You guys just try it. Just make sure that you implement and get back to me. I need to really see the result, and I really need to receive the feedback. So now let's move on. Dedicating time. Yes, this is also very, very important. I know there are a lot of 9 to 5ers that are really trying to make money from trading and all of that. People that are always also doing something else, and they are trying to merge it with trading and all of that. It is actually not easy. Don't let me lie to you. It is not easy. But the fact is that once you can easily dedicate a time for your trading and you are disciplined with it, forget it, you are good to go. Even if it is an hour a day that you dedicate to trading, let's say, okay, just from 10 to 11 in the morning. Well, I will advise in the morning anyways, because in the morning your energy is still high up, and then you are just waking up, your system is just booting up and everything like that. So if you could just really do it in the morning, just 1 hour is enough. In fact, if you can't go as long as 1 hour, dedicate only 30 minutes. Do analysis, clear your charts, start analyzing again, do it again and again, draw different levels, draw your support and resistance, draw your trend lines, draw your FIBs, draw your levels. Just do it on and on and on like that. You are going to see that you are definitely going to get a consistent winning result later on. Now, yeah, another one is a carefree state of mind. Yeah, you must also know that it is important that you have it's just like a free state of mind, like a clean slate, something that you don't really have to bother about anything when you are trading. When you are not moved by different kinds of emotions, different kinds of things that is happening in your environment, living in the moment. And then this thing is actually what is going to help you to even focus more on your trading. When you have a carefree state of mind, when everything is just free, and then you are doing it, you are now placing your trade systematically, strategically. You are just doing it like robots without emotion. You just have that carefree. You're already treating everything as numbers. You're already treating everything as numbers. You place your trade here, you take your profit here, you take your stop loss here. Nothing else can destroy that plan that you've set, because that plan is, you can't even manipulate that plan. That plan is not tunable. It is whatever you say it is from onset. That is what you are definitely going to do. So that is how to really have a careful state of mind, and then place your trade with them. Place your trade with them. Now, there is one thing that you guys also need to know, that the fact is that now I know a lot of people right here that are boomers and busters and also losers in the market. They really want to get to that part where they are looking at. Everyone has a desire. Everyone has a desire and everyone has a goal. But I know one thing for sure, that most traders, they want to be in that particular point, join the 10% of consistent winning traders. But this thing is just like a profit gap. Let's say, for instance, you've been making $10 before. Now you want to skyrocket. You want to now start making $1,000, $1,000. In fact, $1,000 is even so close right now to 1 million naira. $1,000 is so close to 1 million naira. So if you could be making $1,000 every month, that is you making 1 million naira every month from what? Trading the financial market. And by what? Following simple steps and procedures. Now, the profit gap is like the difference between where you are right now and where you want to be. Okay, let's say you're making $10, you're making $50, or just small profits. Now, you now want to scale up. You want to move up to that your particular aim in your trading. Now, what is that particular thing that is required? How exactly are you going to move, and how are you going to bridge that profit gap? How will you convert from making small profits into making big profits? It is number one by studying yourself. You need to study yourself. You need to know what's up. Studying yourself very well and studying your emotions. If I say studying yourself, I mean studying your emotions. And one thing that is very, very important in this part is the emotion of fear. Yeah, learning how to trade without fear is what we are talking about here. If you really want to be that and that consistently successful trader, you need to know how to think like these successful traders. Now, one of the things that successful traders do is that they trade without fear. See, this fear is a very, very dangerous emotion. A very, very dangerous emotion. You can say that it's this same emotion that has two acronyms. It has FOMO in it and it has FOD in it. FOMO is fear of missing out. The fear you have when you don't want to miss out on the trade. You feel, man, this trade has left me. Let me just jump in, bam. Then you jump in, the trade dumps, bam. Fear has made you make a mistake. This same fear, it is still the same fear that is inside FOD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. When people start spreading fear about a particular coin and all of that, and then quickly, you've already went to liquidate that particular coin. Now that coin pumps and you are regretting. You are left with regrets. It is this same fear that is doing the damages. So if as a trader, you can learn how to trade, how to take your trade without fear. Do you know that it is this still same fear that causes hesitation? The kind of hesitation you get before taking a trade that, am I sure this trade is also not going to go in the wrong way? Am I sure that this trade is going to go my way? Am I sure that this trade, things like that, doubts like that is to put that fear inside you more. Now, how do you now trade without fear? How do you now trade without fear? The fact is that you just need to have that courage. Yeah, I think the opposite of fear should be courage, right? Yeah, so you just need to have that particular courage. You just need to have that particular courage to take your trades and trusting your analysis. That is what it has to do, honestly. It's just like somebody going in for a debate and, the legs are trembling, the hands are drumming, the fingers are drumming and all of that. Now, this person sees someone else to tell him, why are you shaking? Are you prepared for this? Yes, I'm prepared. So when you are prepared, what exactly is the thing wrong? Are you shaking? You don't have to shake once you've already done your analysis and you feel your analysis is okay and it is rationally making sense. So you don't have to have any other fear again, just to take that trade. Just to take the trade. Just take it straight. Because the fact is that even if you don't take this trade, you'll now be full of regrets later on that, man, why didn't I take this trade? Why didn't I take this trade? Why? Because you are afraid that the trade is going to go in the wrong way or the trade is going to go in the wrong direction. So if you could treat your trade without fear, if you can take your trades without fear, either you're longing the market or you're shorting the market, you go with the heart of a lion, man. You're already going to join, you're going to breach that profit graph, you are going to make that kind of profit. You see yourself in that particular place that you want to be in the nearest future. So that is it, guys. That is it. I think I've covered the most aspects in these things. Let me just see if I could quickly do a quick recap for you guys. So just like a quick summary. Don't worry, I know some of you already have questions. So if you have any questions, you could just note them down, and then I'm going to give you the mic to speak right now. But you'll just hold on a little bit. Let me just quickly give a recap. So we'll talk about the three types of traders, and we said that we have the consistent winners, the consistent profitable traders, that their profitability curve is just up. But the fact is that in that up, there are also losses. But those losses are not much. They are not the losses that take away all of the gains. Now, talking about taking away all of the gains, we have boomers and busters, whereby these people have already worked to make profits, and the market takes everything off again. Or as they are making the profits, the market is taking it. They are making the profits, the market. That's a roller coaster glide. It goes on, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You make $50 this week, you lose $50 next week. You make $100 this week, you lose $100 next week. So it continues to go on and on and on like that. No making money, no losing money. Those are the boomers and busters. Now, the losers are these people that they are consistent winners. That losing is sure. They must lose a trade. It is very, very important. These people have a lot to do with their mindsets, honestly. Shifting it from that losing one to the winner, to the winning one. They need to see themselves as a winner, as people that take trades without hesitation, as people that take trades and win on that trade. If they can't see themselves that way, I'm very, very sorry, they'll continue to keep on losing. And then they will have these small breaks. They have these small profits. When they have that profit once, they say, yes, I'm getting it right. You're getting it right after 15 losses and one win. Man, You are not getting this right at all. You have a lot of things to work on. So we also talked about consistency. That the fact that you really need to be consistent when you are trading, because the game is a long-term game. You don't need to think in the short term, because definitely you are going to come back again and again and again. Also, we talked about focus. Focus is like a muscle. When you strengthen it, it gets stronger. And when you now apply that particular focus into your chart, when you're nothing else is disturbing you, everything is clear. You are in somewhere that you can focus 100%, give it your 100%. Just look at your charts, zoom out, remember those classes you've had, remember those technical analysis, remember those technical indicators, input them one by one, check it one by one, left, right, left, right. Is it this one? When you try out this one, is there any opportunities here? You change it from what is it called, RSI, you use another indicator, you move it again, you use your MA, look at this, is this one right? Okay, I think there's a trading opportunity. That is how to get it. When you are fully focused, it is everything that will be. In fact, the market will automatically be communicating everything to you. Why? Because your attention is undivided. But if your attention is divided, unfortunately, you just find that, well, I did my analysis well. I was now wrong. And then you now later went to check the trade. Oh, that was nowhere. I was supposed to take the long go. You were already distracted by a message from somebody on social media. That was what caused it. Do you understand now? So that focus is also very, very important. Now, dedicating time also, we talked about dedicating time is also very, very important, that you dedicate your time to trading, even if it is 30. In fact, if you don't have any time at all, start with 10 minutes.
Just raise your hand and let me see if you could answer them these nights. Just raise your hand if you have any question about everything that we've talked about, how to think like a successful trader. And I think we've really done a lot of justice to everything that we've talked about tonight. So let me see more people raise their hands. If you have any questions tonight, if you have any questions to ask about what we've discussed about, because you can't actually tell me that you understood everything. Even me myself taking you all night, I didn't understand everything in one night. So you guys can't actually tell me that you have any questions. It's only if you've not been following. All right, so Miro is raising his hand. I'm going to give you the mic right now to speak, Miro. So Miro, you have the floor. Just unmute yourself and let's hear your question.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. I really appreciate the opportunity to be learning from you. And can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly now.
So I really appreciate the opportunity to be learning from you and the opportunity to ask this question. This is something I've been thinking of for a long while because, okay, the question is, one, what is the leverage size? Let's say, for instance, I'm trading with $10. Let me use the list. I'm trading with $10. What is the best leverage size for me to use so as not to leave the market, since now I've understood that this is about a long-term stuff. And once I'm being liquidated and I blow the account, it might still take me 1 or 2 months to come back or more than that. Then, for instance, now, is it better to, like, for instance, some person like one of either you should be the one that said it in the last class in Finky Academy, that you use 2% stop loss. That's you use 2% stop loss. So my question is now, is it better to use a very tight stop loss? Because there are some trades that when you enter, the trade will have to reverse to go a little bit lower than your entry point before it goes up. Is it better to use a tight stop loss that is better that you lose small money? You lose small money then than the trade hitting stop loss and you lose more money. Because what I'm referring to in the sense that, let's say, for instance, now I entered a trade and I used a tight stop loss and the trade hit stop loss and I was left out. Then another person that used a more stop loss that has more gap and it did not hit their stop loss, then the trade went back for them to make profit from the trade. So what do you have to say about that? Is it better to hit stop loss with small, you know that you lost small money, then that in another trade, if it still works for you, fine? Did you understand me?
Okay, I understand your question. Thank you for your question. So I would like to start with that part where you said stop loss before going ahead to the leverage question you asked. Yeah, so particularly about stop loss. The thing is that the reason what causes confusion the most is that people don't know how to set stop loss. Stop loss is not based on percentages. You know, I like the fact that you quote what I said. I said my stop loss mostly that they are always capped at 2% and all of that. Fine. When I mean my stop loss mostly are always capped at 2%, what I'm basically saying here is that I'm not telling you that all of my stop loss is always at 2%. Nah, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that, number one, my stop loss is set according to technical analysis. If I'm using support and resistance and I'm shorting from resistance, I'll make sure that where my stop loss is a little bit above that particular resistance. A little bit above that particular resistance. Now, if it is above that particular resistance, I must also make sure that this stop loss is not more than 2% movement. Yeah. I must also make sure of that. If it is more than 2% movement, I might not even enter that trade at all. Honestly, I might not even enter that trade at all. Or maybe I'm going to enter that trade, but find a more suitable entry. Maybe I'll let the markets move up a little bit before I short it. Do you understand now? So if you want to know how to properly set stop loss, you really need to learn technical analysis also, because it has to do more about technical analysis than percentages. No, percentages is, in fact, I'm not even supposed to be telling you guys about percentages. Number one, you must first understand that setting your stop loss, number one, is about technical analysis. Whether you are trading uptrends, or you are trading downtrends, or you are trading patterns, or you are trading candlestick chart patterns, or you are trading Fibonacci retracements, or you are trading anything it is you are trading, it is about technical analysis. And the fact is that most times these things, like I said, for instance, support and resistance. If I'm shorting as resistance, my stop loss will be definitely a little bit above that particular resistance, where I know that even if a log week is coming, it might not be able to touch me. And how do I even know this? I'll see where this market has reached in the previous aspect before. So that is how to really set your stop loss. And also, the second question you asked, or should I say is the first question you asked about you said if you are entering your trade with $10 down, what is the kind of leverage that I advise that you use? Now, if you find yourself not so convenient with a $10 leverage, you're also convenient with with $10, if you're not so convenient with $10 and high leverage, you should try to reduce your leverage. If you are taking your trade once and your $10 is vanishing at once, you are definitely using high leverages. And the fact is that you really need to try things out. You really need to try things out before you can say, oh, yes, this is working. Oh, yes, this is not working. Because actually, me as a person, I started with one times leverage. After 1 times leverage, I moved to 2 times. After 2 times, I moved to 5 times. After 5 times, I moved to 10 times. As I am like this, I've never opened a trade that is more than a 10 times leverage before. So it all depends on you, and it all depends on your style. So I hope I've answered your question correctly, Miro. So okay. Thank you all for attending. I wish to see you all here same time next week with a more thrilling topic. So thank you all for attending. See you next time.